mixing well. Let's create ground beef and chorizo rice. Very simple. Make sure your chorizo is the beef variety. If you want to keep everything beef, get your rice. Everything else I will introduce as I prepare this easily to find ingredients. And if you want a kick to it, get you habanero, jalapeno, one of the two, whatever type of hot pepper you like. I'm going to leave the seeds. Just want to cut it in small sizes. Not too small, but small enough. I like when they are shown, when you're cooking your rice and you can see some of those peppers, kind of giving you the warning light or the red warning sign. Proceed with caution. And you're going to do the same with the green one if you want to add green. In my case, I do. So I have a cup and 1/4 of rice. 1 1/4 cup of rice, medium size, doesn't matter, go medium. And as a result, I have some water here, getting hot. It's about 1 3/4. So I have like this much more water than rice. And I like to heat it up first, put the rice, flake it a little bit. This is a high heat. And I'm going to let it simmer first, okay? So rice is simmering a little bit. Now what you do is you have some pimentón ahumado, smoked paprika. Just add a little bit, about 1/4 teaspoon. It's about 1/4. Let me put a tiny bit more. And if you happen to have some saffron, which is very optional, if you happen to have some saffron, why not? Add a few strings, squash them. Get it a nice color. And when it starts boiling like that, what you're going to do, you're going to reduce the heat to medium and you're going to cover it, okay? Because you want the steam to cook this rice. Let's get this beef chorizo. Just going to open it here. Just to have it ready, okay? This can be a little bit messy. So, cast iron. You can use any type of pan. So what I have here, you can use extra virgin olive oil, vegetable oil. I got some fat. And this is duck fat that I have rendered for about a year and a half now. Perfect. But once again, you can use any fat. I'm going with the duck one. Good thing about cast iron is that the heat distributes evenly, which is cool. So let it heat up for a little bit, okay? Few seconds. So first thing, I have a sofrito here. Now, this is practically chopped onions, green pepper. You can chop it. You can chop some garlic, use some oregano, and voila. Put it here, same thing. But I use a food processor and preserve this so I don't have to be chopping all the time. So it's the first thing, same thing. Put it there. Woohoo! And this sofrito has been preserved for almost 2 years. Look at the description how to make the perfect sofrito to preserve. As I do this, I'm going to put my ground meat. And I like to have my salt handy. But before I do that, let me out now my chorizo, my beef chorizo. Let me move the ground meat to one side, the beef chorizo to the other, okay? And I'm going to be cooking this meat first until we get a little bit cooked before I go to the next step. Before I do that, let me add some salt. Because you want salt on this stuff, right? Some here, some there. Beef chorizo with chorizo. The water is going to evaporate, so you're going to start stirring this baby. This is not ready, you're just going to stir, okay? Up and down, up and down. Because you want it to cook fully. And cover, let me reduce this more. Cover for about 2 minutes, okay? Add the meat and mix nicely, nothing raw. Let's go to the next step. I steamed some corn. So I'm going to add it. I steamed some green beans. So I'm going to add some too. I found some celery. Let me add it too, right? Let me mix things well. Pretty beautiful. And the reason you steam the vegetables is because you want them cooked. And what you're doing here is mixing things up. If you want to add a tiny bit of grated tomato, that's fine. No needed, you don't need to add tomato sauce. I have a tiny bit of tomato left, I grated it, tiny bit. Just add it. Means nothing. It really means nothing. Some smoked paprika. Smoked paprika. And you see these hot peppers now? Now you add them. Mix things well. The reason you don't add the pepper first because you don't want them burned. So you add them here when everything is cooking so they stay nice. But at the same time are distributing the heat. Hot pepper, optional. Not everybody has the stomach for it. Let me reduce the heat to medium, from medium high or high to medium. Some of the liquids have evaporated, absorbed. Not all, it's impossible, but it's not watery anymore. So what I'm going to do is bring the rice. Why not? Because the rice is cooked. See? And I'm going to mix this baby. So everything practically is cooked. What you're doing is mixing the flavors. It's a lot of rice actually, but I don't care because it's a lot of meat, right? And what you're going to do now is start mixing things up. Ground beef and chorizo rice. Look how this baby is looking, huh? Oh my goodness, and this is spicy. What are we going to do, huh? Maybe some people could be here eating with me, huh? What do you think? Should I be cooking for some of you? Look at this. I even make it natural, a little bit messy, which I'm going to clean. So you're not going to do this for a long time. As I said, a minute or two. And this baby is ready. Turn the stove off and get ready to serve.